Lina. It's an exchange, derivatives, synthetics. It does a whole load of things. You can even stake your Lina and get LUSD, which is a stable coin. You can do so many creative things with Lina. It's a brilliant project. But today, we're going to focus on the technicals. Is Lina making a bottom ready for all-time new highs? Well, that's what we're going to look at today. We're going to look at the chart patterns based on Elliott Wave theory and Fibonacci. So if you liked today's video, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you haven't already, take my free crypto trading masterclass. Is in the description below. By the way, I'm Jagir. I'm actually the award-winning author of The Extraordinary New Venture Capital Opportunity, How to Invest Like a Pro. I've been trading currencies for over 15 years. Now I bring that knowledge and wisdom to you in the crypto space because I love crypto. Now, it was actually featured in the best-selling book, High Probability Trading Strategies, back in 2008. So, Lina, let's jump in to the daily chart. Now, to be totally honest, there's not a really clean, clear pattern with Lina. It's just not, right? It's not clean and clear. Like versus some of the other chart patterns we've been looking at where it's unfolded beautifully. And I'm looking at the closing data, which is why it's a line chart, because often it's cleaner and clearer. But we can conclude the following. This is more impulsive and this is corrective, meaning that the waves are overlapping, right? So there's a few things that we can do, right? And let's just start from scratch. So it's nice and clean. Because sometimes it's good to start from scratch rather than trying to force a wave count. But what I'm seeing this as, we've got a nice move up. Look, in the crypto space, just remember, we're in an infant market. Like Lina's only been about for not so very long, right? So the data, it's like the first moves it's making, it's a baby. And sometimes, you know, when you're a kid and you're a teenager, you haven't figured out what you are yet. And the chart pattern sometimes don't unfold so nicely. But what we can conclude is we've got a nice move to the upside. So I'm labeling that as a wave one. We've got this corrective move, and it's a complex correction. Why? Because anything beyond 3 waves of an A, B, C is complex. Yeah, and we don't need to force a wave count. But we do see this, you know, it could be an A, B, C, D, E, or even an E, because this low is kind of overtaking over here. So we can label that. We can label that, but there's a few things that we can price in, because I know some of you have Lina. I had Lina. I've sold it not that long ago. But I am looking for buying opportunities. Sometimes, even though the chart pattern is not that great, you sometimes do get buying opportunities based on other information. So the key things to keep in mind here is it's not an ideal setup. I think there's better opportunities on the market now. But 78.6% retracement is the typical maximum of a wave 2. And it's gone beyond that. But what I want to look at is this last leg of this wave here. Because if this unfolds into 5 waves, and these seem to be unfolding into 5 waves, especially this one, I look at that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's a correction to the correction, and then this looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it's potentially like a wave 4, and then making this final leg down. So I want to look at this here. Does that give us any valuable information that can help us make a decision on are we actually seeing a low in Lina? Because keep in mind that the momentum has gone bullish. The blue line, if I just double click on this, the blue line has crossed the red line, and the highs and the lows, if you look at this low here, it marries up nicely with the momentum low here. This low here marries up relatively nicely with this momentum low here. Same likewise here, and we can anticipate the same over here. So we might be at a recent low, and it might be the correction end, but we do need confirmation. The confirmation, the ultimate confirmation, is taking out this wave 1 high. But we don't want to miss out on all this price action. So what's the next indication would be taking out this high. But we may not want to miss out on all this potential profit here. So the one that's close to the market, each time the risk increases, but so does the potential profit is above this high. I've already drawn a line there already. So let's just jump into the hourly chart. Oh, here's one I prepared earlier. If you're familiar with like Blue Peter from back in the day. It's like, here's one I prepared earlier, right? So we're focusing on this last leg. So let's just get it really, really clear. It's the 3rd of June. So if we go on the daily chart, 3rd of June is from this point here. Yeah, see that in the top right, top right. Let me just make that crystal clear for you. Oh, on the daily chart, this is the daily chart. 3rd of June is this point, but now we're going to zoom in to an hourly chart. So because on an hourly chart, the waves become much clearer on a lesser degree. And that final wave should break down to 5 waves. And if it does, that will give us valuable information. I need to click on this first. Here we go. So what do you see? Well, what I see here, let me just make these letters a bit bigger. And we put waves there as well. Let me make them into intermediate just for the sake of this. So what I'm seeing here is a nice 1, 2, a nice wave, potential wave 3. This is corrective because this is overlapping. So when that's the case, like this wave, we should see a lower low being made. So we should anticipate a wave 5. So let's just do some live price projection. What's the typical wave 5 price projection? Again, I do believe there's better, more high probability opportunities on the market right now. But if you're invested in Lina already and you want to just kind of have a bit of confidence on what's highly probable to occur, then this will be helpful. So let's have a look. The typical wave 5 end of correction is 62% and 100% maximum. And then we want to do one other one. There's 2 other ones we can do actually, but I'm going to focus on, I'll do both actually, I'll do both. One is the external retracement of wave 4, and the typical retracement zones is, you don't need to focus on what they are, but I'll show you anyway. 1.272 and 6.18. So you'll see the 1.618 has overlapped. So that is a confirming indicator. So this is more highly probable than the 100%, right? So this gives us more confidence. And this one's not near anything, so I'm just going to get rid of it. When you get a cluster of price targets, it tells us, especially on different degrees, on a macro degree and then on a micro degree, it tells us a higher probability. And then also this relationship of wave 5 typically has a relationship with wave 1. And the most common is that it's 100% of wave 1 or 62% of wave 1. So we just measure wave 1 projected from wave 4 high, what looks like a wave 4 high. And again, you'll see that the 100%, the distance of this one and the distance down if wave 5, it's highly probable that will be here. So I'm going to get rid of this 62%. If this unfolds like this, you can call me the oracle. Yeah, but this is mathematics and psychology. So what am I anticipating, or what I would wait for if you're looking for a long position is I would wait for this wave 5 to unfold. If it does unfold, this will also tend to break down into 5 waves. And if I just draw a rectangle so it's crystal clear, boom, this zone. Now I'll do one more thing, is price, time. Let's measure time. So wave 5 has a relationship with wave 1 in terms of time. Most typical is that it's the same length. There are some other ratios, but I'm just going to keep it really simple. And let's just do the same for wave 3 as well, which is shorter in this occasion. So we have this kind of time zone. So now we can just help us. There are some more advanced time analysis techniques you can use, but this just now says, right, we've got this price zone, we've got this time zone. So now we can be patient and wait for the 11th of June at 4 a.m. It's very precise, right? To the 12th of June, 2 p.m. If we do get a low down here, a good entry point would be above the swing high, and this would be the first obvious swing high if the market does unfold. So there you have it. You asked for it, you got it. Lina, I haven't done a video on Lina for a while. I've been waiting patiently. There's only so long you can wait, right? But the weekly momentum is up. The daily momentum is up. We're getting this 5-wave move to the downside. It could be the final part of the correction. I think that's highly probable. Chart pattern overall is not that clean and clear. It's a bit of a complex correction, but there's some good opportunities on the upside. So there you have it. If you like today's video, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, which I'm going to try and figure out exactly where it is so I can go, boom, right here. I'll go right here. And I'm going to finish with a quote. Now, I'll do these off the cuff. I love my quotes. And I kind of go, what should be today's quote? Today's quote. I'm going to keep it simple today. It's from a book called Trading in the Zone. Mark Douglas, phenomenal book on the psychology of trading. And he just says this: be the casino. Get the edge in your favor, be the casino, which is increase the probability of winning by having high probability setups, be patient, and then when you see an opportunity, your job is to act on them consistently, whether you win, lose, or draw. You don't know what the outcome is going to be. You only know the probability of it being a good outcome, and then proper risk management, proper capital preservation, which I actually talk about in my crypto trading class, masterclass, which is in the link below. Take it, and I will see you soon.